Hey guys, may look like we're in a botanical garden right now, but believe it or not, we have a longtime customer that obviously fits our why as Earthworks, because we're in their greenhouse, their orchid greenhouse. This customer has a super passion for that, but this is not why we're here today. Actually, we did a really cool project that I'm gonna go ahead and show you here in a second, so let's head on outside. Probably third time we've done a project for this same customer, but this is their second home they've been in. Jeff, our designer, put together a beautiful design for them. I helped a little bit on the water feature side, but Jeff did an amazing job. We had a couple different foremen out here. We had our pond foreman, our landscape, pavers, so a little bit of everything on this project, and I'm really excited to show you guys. Right off the bat, you come down this big, beautiful driveway right to the entrance of the home. I mean, it's beautiful, right? Beautiful house. This is actually the customer's idea. Is they had this circle driveway already here. They redid it, but they really wanted to go ahead and add a splash right in the front as like a welcome. This was not an easy design concept because you can't just come in here and put some monster water feature and take away from the beauty of that home. So I think this is amazing. We came up with a concept. Of course, the pond crew went ahead and killed it on the actual implementation. So this is a custom feature. It's a pondless waterfall, and you'll kind of notice it looks like it has a reservoir all the way around it. We can walk it. So you saw the front waterfall there. You walk and you see this beautiful, beautiful Missouri weathered limestone. We always feel like it's painting with numbers. It's almost like cheating with this rock. It's so easy to make beautiful waterfalls. So as you walk around, you're just gonna see multiple waterfall after waterfall. And you have this really cool integration of landscaping on the front side, integrated with actual aquatics on the inside. So you walk around, and so from the perspective of the homeowners looking out, they've got this beautiful shot that they look at on a daily basis. So this was amazing from the sense that we didn't just make it a curb appeal thing. It's a full circle, so it needed to have views from all the circle. And we kept it low profile, but huge impact. I think this is one of the coolest projects this year, just because it's uniqueness. We don't get too often where we get to do a project in the middle of a circle. Typically we're doing something in the backyard and it's just intimate for the homeowner. It's really cool because you have pockets of wetness down below, pockets of dry, so it introduces all this space for it. I remember when we did this project, I think it was the first thing we did for them. Pavers were the second. We actually introduced that paver walkway that we walked in to the orchid house. We did that for them so that Sherry, she can come out every morning and go ahead and water her orchids. So she has an easy path, doesn't have to walk through the grass, the mulch, and really tie that together. But the water feature was very interesting. So when we first put this in, you have to imagine just all this rock. And it was a little shocking. Like, it's beautiful, but it was kind of like, wow, it's kind of a pile of rocks. And believe it or not, what takes the guys maybe one day to plant these plants, maybe a day or two, is what brought it all together and softened it and sold it for the customer. Because before that, they were kind of going, did I make a mistake? But once these plants were put in here and softened the entire thing up, it really came together. So along the front, we added some things like the blooming mines. I think we added some shrimp. I think we might have done some camellias. So along the front, not too much. Here though, at like the entrance, we introduced a couple new beds. So we got this bed, and you can see we tied in by bringing in some boulders. We got a mixture of Tennessee fieldstone and the Missouri, but came in and really tied this together. One of the owners, the wife, loves landscaping. So we brought that in, instead of just having plain grass here, brought that in, really helped with that introduction of the paver walkway. And bringing those boulders out into the landscape when you're doing a water feature to that magnitude, it just really helps bring it all together, ties it together strong. All right, so we're in the backyard. As you can see, we've got the pavers we introduced back here. We got another water feature set up, a stack slate urn that we've set up here, so in their backyard, it's not too overpowering. The front yard, it's amazing. You get out of a car, car's running, you wanna be able to hear it. Backyard, it's a little bit more intimate, so whether you're in the already existing covered space that they have here, this is a selling point of this home for sure. Having the outdoor kitchen, covered area, beautiful covered porch. I love this on this house. I'm aspiring to having a home like this. Existing pool, we went ahead and added on. So they're gonna be doing one day, I know you're gonna see the difference in these two pavers. Their goal is they're gonna be redoing this pool one day, eventually, maybe when the pool companies are so not crazy, being 2 years full. So we went with a paver that they wanted to switch to eventually, okay? So this is kind of be phases. This is why these guys are great clients. They're always doing something. But you got a really cool house. This didn't exist before. This was just a kind of a garden space. So we created a lot more usable outdoor space, brought it to life, bringing it over here to a fire pit. The last home we did this in, last house they were in was definitely showcased, I think, in a couple different magazines, the project we did. Really cool project. I don't know if we can refer to it back when, but it was a really cool that we did in combination with the Pratt guys. It goes back like 10 plus years ago. Awesome pergola, sunken fire pit, and they wanted to bring some of that from their old home to the new home, and that's what we did. Now we made the fire pit a little bigger, so this is the next size up from the 30-inch, so they got a little more room to actually get the fires going in here. And then one of my favorite things is the same, not the same, but a similar veggie garden we did at their past home, we brought to life here. I love how Jeff designed this part. So now they've got this raised garden that we filled in with organic soil so that way they can do vegetables, herbs. We got it done late in the season. It was not good for vegetable season, so they've only done a few herbs. Now, you'll notice also, I don't know if you've seen a lot of our projects, it's the first time tuning into Earthworks. Typical walkway is about 3.5 feet. We made this walkway a little extra wide, and that way they can get the golf cart. It's a long property. So they got a golf cart that they can drive now pretty much anywhere to the front of the property, all the way down their dock. I mean, it's a long ways. So we had to make sure that we accommodated for that. I hope you like the project we just did here, and tune in for the next one.